Ah yes, and welcome to another episode of Comic Corner. I'm your host, Dwayne the Captain Coverer, and today we will be looking back at a comic called You Are Deadpool. I thought this was brilliant, to be honest. Absolutely brilliant. It was something I was not expecting. It was completely just threw me for six. I've got this in two different versions. Obviously, the one with the Marvel graphic novel one, and I've also got it in my Deadpool graphic novel collection as well. I just thought it was brilliant. That lot. It was absolutely fantastic. It come out in 2018, and probably I've had it since 2019, 2020, just before everything went to pot. But yeah, I absolutely loved it, to be honest. It was so bleeding good, and as we'll talk about, it's just so funny, that lot. So when you first start the reading that, you've actually got like a character sheet. You know, you like if you've ever played like Dungeons and Dragons, stuff like that. You actually got a character sheet, and your badass and your sadness meet counts. You've got like inventory slots. You've got a character description. Honestly, so what your classes and everything like that. If you obviously know about Dungeons and Dragons, you get classes and modifiers and stuff like that. And it's just like, right, okay, right, well, we're in it now. Let's let's crack on, sort of thing. And I didn't realise that there was so many times you could actually die in it as well. And honestly, I was so frustrated with myself, because obviously you have like dice. And actually, yes, that's it. As you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see or not, I don't know if you could see or not, my beautiful dice collection that I used to play for this game and everything. Nice blue, support my boys Leicester City. Yeah, I was so frustrated with myself, dying so many times and that lot, and it was just daft things as well. Like I had a really rubbish dice roll, or my arse handed to me and stuff like that, sort of thing. But it was so good, and I couldn't believe you could die like so many different times, sort of thing. I was like, Jesus Christ, what the hell am I supposed to do here, sort of thing. And it wasn't as simple as you'd think. You come up against different people and stuff like that, but it was just so good. And like, because it's like a time traveling one, like a lot of Deadpool comics are. It was like you go to different time periods. So like you go to like the 70s, I think it was the 60s or 70s. You had that old art style where the Fantastic Four were first come into existence, sort of thing. You had like you go to like a black and white sort of arty sort of style that yeah, it's just black and white sort of thing. It totally throws you like that sort of thing. But yeah, it was so different sort of thing. And it's literally, it don't go to like issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, issue 4, issue 5 sort of thing. If you was waiting for these issues as you'd wait for like normal paperback comics, you'd be waiting 2-3 weeks. Like if you got, well, I did the first one, you had like a good score, like a badass score, you have to wait till issue 3 comes out. You have to wait 3 weeks, but you need to get the other issues because it jumps backwards and forwards from each issue, which honestly, so clever, and I just loved it. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was just funny as fuck. I did fall for the false ending. I got to it and I was like, oh right, okay. I'd read about three or four pages of the comic into it, and I was like, oh right, is that how it finishes? So, and it tells you sometimes not to read ahead and stuff like that. But I was like, I've got to read ahead, and surely can't have this wad of comic left, surely for it to finish there, sort of thing. So obviously I had a look, and it was like, oh yeah, sorry about that, sorry about your fake ending and fob you off like that sort of thing. I was like, Jesus Christ. And then peppered throughout it, sort of, and the different things. I'll show you, because I couldn't get a good picture of this. I could get a picture of one of them, but the little mini games you had in it as well, which was so good. Like the first mini game I come across was like you had to hide in you were sneaking into the facility and you had to hide in like corridors and stuff to get past the cameras and stuff like that. It was so good. You had other ones where you was like picking which door you wanted to go into. Let's have a look, see if I can find any. Yeah, so I don't know if you're able to see properly. I had to pick a number had to pick a number to see which one you wanted to go down, and you follow that path and you see them sort of thing. You had, what was the other one? I can't find it. If I can find it, where is it? This one was my favourite. This one, the cowboy one. Like, if you rolled an odd number, you go to the red ones. If you rolled an even number, you go to the green ones. And you had two different better paths and stuff like that. You had the like numbers to go down against, like that one. You had different numbers to go down. You can see very well. But like, you choose a number to go into them Pacific doors. Honestly, it was just so good. And it was just like, it just didn't weren't like your average normal comic book. I think that's why it made it me so much like, damn, that's not bad. And that's really interesting. That's really different. And yeah, I just thought it was great, sort of thing. And then obviously you get to the ending, and it's very self-aware of itself. It was like, well, I'm not in the canonical Marvel timeline sort of thing, so if you wanted to, you could play this again sort of thing. You had like a repeat ones where you could go back and choose different outcomes or your different paths. If you had better dice rolls than me, because my dice rolls are atrocious sometimes, that sort of thing. So yeah, if you had better dice rolls than me, you could roll, hopefully get better and beat the bad guys better and stuff like that. You had different choices which way you wanted to go. Like if you wanted to go in stealth, if you wanted to go in all guns blazing. And then obviously like the post-credit scene, I was like the Ferris Bueller sort of reference, where you can get a choice to, instead of like going, yeah, you badass and you're brilliant, that lot, you can get another choice to go, you're absolutely crap. And this is ending, this is it, done, sort of thing. But yeah, honestly, it's well worth a read. It's well worth a go as well, to be honest. Don't be daft and like cut your own. Oh, that was a point as well. Yeah, that was a point as well. You get your own dice, Deadpool dice as well, sort of thing. I should have said that at the beginning of the video, but yeah, you get your own Deadpool dice as well. And yeah, you can cut it out of the comic if you wanted to. I wouldn't do that. I'd photocopy it like normal people would, hopefully. But yeah, you photocopy that, you can have your own Deadpool dice as well, which was just brilliant. But yeah, I would highly recommend it, having a go. And yeah, it is well worth a read and well worth an experiment, sort of thing. But yes, I think next episode we'll be talking about 3 more comics I like to go back and read, and we'll make them all Deadpool ones as well this time. And if you know Deadpool as well as like people in the media, obviously Ryan Reynolds doing Deadpool and everything like that, you're gonna know it kills a lot of people. So these 3 comics I do go back and read of Deadpool ones, there is a lot of bloodshed. There is a lot of things going off. So yes, yes, I'd just like to say thank you very much. Go read You Are Deadpool, brilliant comic to read, and we'll see you all again on another episode of Comic Corner on Marvel Mad. Thank you very much, and goodbye.